Schnepf Farms, the very basis of Queen Creek that has been around for a long time, longer than Queen Creek has even existed. Many are unaware of the fact that Schnepf Farms began on Rittenhouse, a road that had no association with any other town, despite the fact that it was near to, at the time, both Mesa and Gilbert. So in this documentary, we'll be talking about the history of Schnepf Farms and how it came to be what it is today. To begin, you have to understand the short version of their family tree. The first Schnepfs to own the farm were Jack and Maud Schnepf. They together had a large amount of children. However, when they decided to retire, they handed down the farm to their oldest son Ray and his wife Thora. After their passing, it was brought down to their son Mark and his wife Carrie, who have current ownership. As previously stated, the Schnepf family has always been a very present part of Queen Creek. Starting from in 1941, when Jack and Maud Schnepf bought the land that would become the first part of Schnepf Farms. They assigned the job of the original planting to Ray and Thora. There they originally grew cotton, wheat, and vegetables. Through the years, many more crops have been added, such as potatoes, apples, pumpkins, and eventually their state-famous peaches. By the 70s, Schnepf was over 5,000 acres and was one of the largest peach producers in the state.
Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches.
This continued until about 1989 when Queen Creek became an established town and Mark Schnepf was the very first mayor. Within a few years of this, the Schnepfs began to sell their land and agritourism began. In 1992, Schnepf held their very first big events, Country Thunder, that continued to be held at Schnepf Farms until 2001. Schnepf became such a staple within the state's community, the farm was designated an Arizona Treasure in 2006. Moving on to events that are still happening today. In 1995, Schnepf began their Pumpkin and Chili Festival. There they have full pumpkin patches, large stands full of chili, and many rides for both children and adults to go on. They also have their Easter extravaganza that has been going on since the late 2000s, where they hide eggs throughout the park and have an egg hunt for the children to find them. A more recently added event would be the Peach Blossom Festival in 2019, where they had many gorgeous peach blossom trees as well as activities, rides, and food pickings. Lastly is the most recent addition to their plethora of events, the Agritainment Park. At the Agritainment Park, they have triple the amount of rides as usual. This includes a Ferris wheel, anti-gravity or Starship ride, and bumper cars. This was predicted to be one of the most successful events Schnepf has ever had, and it certainly rose to the challenge. Lastly, we interviewed some employees at Schnepf to get their thoughts and experiences on working there.
What's your name?
Porter Gustafson.
What do you do and what is your job at Schnepf?
I cashier.
Have you worked doing anything else there?
No.
How long have you worked there?
Like 2 months. I did October and spring now.
How has your experience been working there?
I like it. It's fun.
Any other comments? What's your name?
I'm Joshua Morgenthaler.
What do you do and what is your job at Schnepf?
I was a sanitation engineer at first, but then I eventually got promoted to, I forgot what they called it, but it was they handed out golf clubs, basically.
Have you worked doing anything else there?
No, that was just the 2 jobs that I had.
How long have you worked there?
I worked for the entire fall and winter season.
How has your experience been working there?
It was good. It really installed some good work ethics inside of me, and I'm really excited to work there next winter and fall season.
Any other comments?
No, not really.
Cool. Thank you.
That's all for today, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed finding out a little bit on the history of Schnepf Farms and what's going on now.